Do you only have one day to spend in Branson, Missouri? I'm going to share with you how to spend those 24 hours the best way possible right now. Hey, welcome to TPF Trips, Places, and Fun, where we talk about how to have family adventure both close to home and when traveling. My name is John, and I live here in Branson. I absolutely love it, and there is so much to do. In fact, it can be quite overwhelming. So if you are headed here for 24 hours just as an overnighter, I'm sure you're thinking, well, how in the world can I best spend those hours? You know, people will travel here all the time from St. Louis and Kansas City and Tulsa and Little Rock and different places that are just 3 or 4 hours away. They'll have a weekend or sometimes even less than a weekend, and they'll head out on a Friday night. They'll get here, they'll spend Saturday having fun, and then head home. So I'm gonna go over a few things that you can do to maximize your time while here in Branson, Missouri. Now, number one, by all means, I'm going to recommend Silver Dollar City. This is going to be the big fun activity that's going to take up most of your day. I may do some future videos because there are other ways to spend the bulk of your day. For example, going to the lake, going to Dogwood Canyon. There's a variety of different things you can do. But in this one, let's talk about Silver Dollar City. I'd recommend getting there bright and early, beat the crowds as best you can, get on to park and eat breakfast right there. Spend the entire day just having a blast. If you have never been, you are going to have the time of your life. I mean, this is great for couples and families and kids and grandma and grandpa. It's perfect for everybody. It's one of my all-time favorite parks in all of the nation, and I'm just blessed that I get to live here. We get season passes and we go all the time. You're gonna have world-class roller coasters, amazing shows. You've got to do the saloon show. It's one of my favorite shows on park. Certainly if it's Christmas time, man, that just changes everything. You're gonna get some Broadway level productions, and it's just an amazing, amazing theme park right here in Branson, Missouri. So spend your day at Silver Dollar City. I would recommend, since you only have a short amount of time, leave the park a little early. Sometimes it closes early. It'll close at 6 o'clock. Sometimes it stays open later. I'd recommend go ahead and leave early. Get out of there by around 6 o'clock and head to a great restaurant for dinner. Now, when my wife and I travel, eating is the best part, or one of the best parts of the trip. We love eating at great restaurants. In fact, I'm going to put a link right up here to our favorite restaurants in Branson. That's our 10 favorite restaurants, so it gives you a lot to choose from. So go to a great restaurant for dinner. After dinner, head to one of Branson's phenomenal shows. For example, Sight and Sound is the best production in Branson as far as I'm concerned, and we've got a lot of great shows. This one's different than your typical music show. It's a biblical production, better than Broadway. It's something you're going to just be in awe. It's going to be shocking at how amazing that production is. So definitely check out Sight and Sound. If you don't want to go to Sight and Sound, maybe you've already been, there are other shows that we absolutely love, including Buckets and Boards, Six, Presley's. I mean, I could go on and on and on. In fact, there's several shows that we have yet to see. There's some great magicians in town, or you could even consider an evening cruise on the Showboat Branson Belle. There you're going to get dinner and a show, so you can combine those two into one. That's another great option. After the show is done, you might head out for some late night entertainment at the go-kart track or something like that, or you might head off to bed. Stay at a nice resort. It doesn't have to be pricey. It could be a fishing cabin, or it could be Big Cedar Lodge, could be any number of different places, but there are a lot of amazing places that you can stay here in Branson and get a good night's rest, get up in the morning. I would recommend doing something before you leave town. For example, an escape game. We do this all the time when we travel. We may stay up late and play an escape game, or we may get up early and play one, or we might do both. And so escape games, those of you that have been following us, you know that we own an escape game here in Branson, Missouri called Escape Code. Check that out. And so do that. Do an escape game or some other type of quick entertainment, because it's always fun before you just get up and start driving out of town. Do something else. Do one more thing And so you can be talking about that on your trip home. That's an example of how you can have an epic and amazing day in Branson, Missouri. Go to Silver Dollar City, have an amazing dinner, go to a show, get some rest, wake up, do an escape game, and head home. If that was me, if it was for my kids and we headed out and did something like that, it would be a memorable time. I think I'm going to probably bring some more videos like this. I'll talk about some different options. Maybe you've already done Silver Dollar City and you want to try something different. There's a lot of options here in Branson, and we can talk about that in a future video. But for now, leave me some comments. What would you recommend? Have you ever visited Branson kind of in a short window? What did you do? How did you maximize your time? What questions do you have about attractions or different things to do in town, restaurants? We answer all of our comments, and we look forward to connecting with you. And by all means, if you would, give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Would you also subscribe and then ding the bell, and that'll make sure that you are notified every time a new video is uploaded, which is happening multiple times a week. All right, there you have it, everybody. Come to Branson. You're going to have the time of your life, and I'll see you in the next video.